I know when I come into a small town or city, I like to find me a church parking lot to park my vehicle in and feel safer. I think maybe less chances of someone breaking in your vehicle. Just knowing it's a church parking lot and people that will kind of work on their conscience a little bit. That's just me thinking that way. It may work. I haven't had any problems, so it's an easy place to park. And we do this a lot, so it works out real nice. Instead of parking off the side of the road somewhere, or a gas station. So, yeah. Well, I thank you all for joining me. And really appreciate you all. Thanks for your prayers. It's Too Passionate Fishing. Parks. We'll check out the parks as well. So I thought this is a good idea to start, and while I'm coming to town and ministering, I could also show you the town. I've always enjoyed that, so watching other people's videos. I always enjoyed those who drive through town and some of these small towns and see what they all have, the history of a small town. I love it. It's pretty exciting. We got the Savvy dog over there. The pet spa. That seems going crazy anymore with the pets. I mean, I enjoy my pets, but I think it's gone overboard. That's something you won't find anymore here, at least in our country. I'm sure that percentage rate's really low. Watch, see if there anybody's even got a dog chained up in a doghouse outside. You won't find any pets outside. Anyway, not in this life anymore. So we got the fire department over there, Archbold Fire Department. Got quite a track system here. The train's coming. But yeah, we'll walk downtown and see what's all down here. I've been down here, my wife and I have been here before. It's a long time ago. And this city is probably about an hour and 20 minutes from my house, so it's a little ways. I'll show you the restaurant we ate at. It's a cool little restaurant. If you know anything about the show Happy Days, that's what this restaurant reminds me of. It goes back in the 50s, 60s. A lot of color. That kind of looks like the diner of Happy Days. Looks like I can walk here. We'll jog across. Got a cool picture here. A painting here. A lot of these small towns are doing this now. That's pretty cool. I hope my GoPro's getting all this. I got y'all strapped to my chest. That is pretty cool. Pretty neat. Showing a lot of the history of the small town. Now, this is where I preached at earlier. Traffic's really died out. Getting ready for Valentine's Day. It's coming up. I believe it's Thursday. Got a flower shop. I gotta remind myself to get flowers for my wife. I'm really bad at cards. Sometimes I just don't have this thing for buying cards for anybody or any kind of occasion. Newspaper. Got Just watching, seeing some of the, it's a town paper. Something I used to do years ago, deliver paper. You don't find that too much anymore. But here's that diner my wife and I ate at. It's a pretty cool diner. It's called Mom's Diner. You see that sign up there? It's really good food. And they're open, but not a lot of people in there. You see in there. It's pretty colorful. Pretty cool place. I'm not a professional video guy, so some of you out there are video geniuses. They'll probably make you sweat watching my videos. Maybe not, I don't know. Post office. Cool little place. Cool little shop. Pretty awesome. Like he does a little everything. Headstones. My wife and I talked about that not too long ago. Getting headstone. So wanting to get one of those books. Those book type headstones. I'm not sure what we write on it or engrave on it. Baby pictures. I have a new grandson. He is 10 pounds. I just seen a picture of him today. Even though I can walk, I still like to jog across. You never know. Downtown restaurant. How you doing, sir? It's like a cool place. Downtown restaurant. Studios. It's pretty cool. We've got a radio station. I've got dealership, car dealership down there. Let's work our way across the street. I think we should, yeah, we're good. And that way, we'll take a drive down that way as a Sauder Village. Archbold is known for Sauder woodworking. I'm doing some construction here. That turn. A small little town. Population, I just checked. It's like 4,900. State Farm. Got Mennonite Pantry. I come from the Mennonites. Some of you don't know. I grew up a Mennonite and in the Mennonite faith. There were those people, women wore long dresses and wear those bonnets on their head. Sometimes just coverings. The Mennonites. The Amish were the bonnets and the plain colored clothes. There are Mennonites that look like that, but just like Amish too. There's different sects of them. Sects of Amish, Mennonites. It's surprisingly how many dress differently because of church they belong to. Healthy spot. American Legion. That's a beautiful day. Just a couple days ago we just had, past couple days we had 60s, 50s and 60s, but it's 41 today. It's still a nice, beautiful day for February. We should have a foot of snow on the ground. It should be 20 below zero out. Back when I was a kid, it should be freezing outside. Mexican food, it's my wife and I's favorite. I'm sure how to pronounce that. El Mason, Del Taco. Got a Shine Salon down there, and Farmland News down there. That's a small town. It won't take long to walk through it. This is the only section of town, as I know. I don't think there's any other buildings part of town other than just gas stations. There's several gas stations outside of town. All right, I think that's it. Kind of did a quick walk through there. Circle K over there. I love that shot of that building right there. That is sweet. See a lot of small towns are doing that. Hicksville, Ohio, my hometown where I grew up in, they just got done doing that. And one of their side buildings, corner buildings. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not going to give you probably everything of this small town. I'm not going to give you all the details, but I'm going to give you what I'm interested in, and hopefully you're interested in. That's just a walkthrough to see what's downtown, what businesses are down there, and see what parks. I'm interested in the parks the town has to offer for the community. I'll check out all the parks in the cities and small towns, and also whatever waterways there is, or lakes, creeks, reservoirs. I'll take a look at them. I brought a book with me to help me out. I'll have to show it to you, which I will. Help me out with a lot of the information of these waters that I'm going to be checking out on. Indoor sports facility. Got Thunderdome. Got Tap Culture Coffee down there. Got a train coming in. I'll go back to the Jeep and and we'll go find those reservoirs. I'll see you all out that way.
Make you clean. Make you clean. Make you right before a holy God. Only Jesus. Not religion. Not your priest. Not a membership in the church. But only Jesus can make you right before a holy God. He is the ultimate sacrifice for the sinners of this world. But there's no other man who can do that like Jesus did. There's no other man in this world who can mock or copy what Jesus did. He's the only one who can do what he did. Purely and holy and righteously. Die on a cross for your sin. And make you right before a holy God. Again, it don't matter how many works you've done. It don't matter how many good things you've done. In the world's eyes, that's good stuff. Good things in the world's eyes. But in God's eyes, the Bible says, your righteousness is like filthy rags before a holy God. It's like your righteousness is like filthy rags before a holy God. See, God's standards are much higher than the world's. The world's standards says, do good things to each other, help each other out, which those are all good things. But God's standards are much higher. Why? Because God is holy. God is righteous. God is just. God's standards are His commandments. And His commandments are, thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not steal.
All right, we are here. Finally made it. We're on the other side, the power plant, water plant's on that side. So got plenty of parking over here. This is Reservoir 2. Yeah, we're looking at Reservoir 2 right here. And a smaller reservoir over on that side is Reservoir 1. That's a smaller reservoir. Yeah, quite a hill here. There's parking on this side, and there's parking also on that other side. It was full. There's actually some fishermen over there. There's a good half a dozen over there. I can find out what they're fishing for. But this is the book I was talking about. Some of you probably recognize this book, but it's pretty awesome information, fishing maps. You get them in any department stores pretty much. Walmart's where I got this one. And I'm going to show you real quick before I walk over there. I'm going to get you all in some sunlight here. In front of the Jeep, it's a little dark. Ignore the mess in the back of the Jeep. But I'm going to bring this down where y'all can see it. It's pretty cool. We're looking right there, the information. We're still in a very good spot. Let's make this up here. There you go. That might be a little better. Hope y'all can see that. But yeah, here's all the information for Reservoir 1 and 2. Reservoir 1, fish stocking. It's got all the fish stocking dates, the years on there, and how many fingerlings and yearlings have put in, and also for Reservoir 2. So yeah, this book is pretty cool. It's got the depths. It shows where the boat ramps are, and shows a lot of the information on wake or no wake. So yeah, it's a pretty cool book. I mean, with all the information that we have today, I mean, it's unreal. It's unbelievable. So what we're going to be going to, we're going to go to Reservoir 2, and that is 15 feet. It's a maximum depth, and it's a 44-acre reservoir. And if we go to end up going to the small one, that's only 20 acres, and that's a 13 feet maximum depth. And it says right here, there's a ramp on the southwest shore on the smaller one. Boating is electric motors only on both of them, and there's shore fishing. So yeah, and the ramp on the number 2, the larger reservoir, that's on the northeast shore. This is Fulton County, so we're gonna just kind of walk around. I'm gonna walk in between the reservoirs. I'm not gonna walk all the way around it. I wouldn't have the time, wouldn't have much time to be able to do that, but the sun goes down and gets dark. But here it shows right here with all the species. Let me read the notes. It's a small note. Some of these contain some good lengthy notes, but this is just a small note. I could read this for you. It says these 2 little reservoirs supply drinking water to the city of Archbold and offer decent fishing opportunities. Both lakes are stocked with catfish, saugeye in alternate years, and fishing for these species plus bass and panfish at the riprap shores is good. So Reservoir 2 has a fair population of saugeye averaging around 14 inches with fish up to 25 inches present. Channel cats averaging 15 inches with fish up to 23 inches. That's good news to me because I'm a cat fisherman. The yellow perch population is good. There's plenty of fish in the 6 to 9 inch range. That's decent. That's decent perch. And you can catch a variety of species with a simple jig nightcrawler combination. I'm pretty excited about coming here to fish. This is the first time I was even here, so I'd be pretty excited to bring my kayak up here sometime this spring and get an opportunity to do some fishing up here, and you all with me. So yeah, let's go walk over there and see if, make sure I got everything. I'm gonna leave this book here since I read it all to you, but yeah, information right there, cool stuff. You know, I come from a I come from a filing cabinet generation. So yeah, filing cabinets were my thing back then. When you have some information, some of you generation don't even know what a filing cabinet is, maybe. But yeah, you'll find you'll write down, jot down information and stuff, and you file it and you put it in the filing cabinet. And I remember working for a business, and I had to sort files in a filing cabinet. I tell you, this room was filled with dozens of filing cabinets with oodles of information of everything years back. But you know what? Don't need filing cabinets anymore. We got so much information. We got that book that I just showed you, and we got this little thing, iPhone, smartphone, whatever you want to call it. We got so much information that'll help us to navigate, to be better fishermen, and a little bit of everything. I mean, it's just so awesome. All right, here's the boat ramp. It's pretty cool. Not sure what the water temperature would be right now. It's probably in the, I imagine it's in the high 30s or 40s maybe. That's a cool reservoir. The majority of the reservoirs that you'll come to, this is what it looks like. Just a plain pool of water, no vegetation on the sides. You're rarely going to find any trees or vegetation. I mean, this applies to drinking water for the city, and it's going to be a lot of riprap, a lot of rocks. The bottom will be rocky, and pretty much throughout the entire reservoir. But it's pretty cool that that's open for fishing, and they stock it. It's under the Division of Wildlife Department. Yeah, you definitely need a license in these reservoirs. Yeah, state of Ohio, Indiana, anywhere part of the states actually. You need a fishing license. Some trash, you know. I'm gonna come down here sometimes, pick this trash up along the reservoir. Just look at that. The containers, got a big bag of something there. It's empty. I don't know what that is, but yeah, Archbold, Ohio here. I just come from right over there, the town just on the other side of that water plant. And I know I was talking to you a little bit earlier about Sauder's woodworking. It's a very interesting company. This, what is it, 4 million square feet of space. They have over 2,000 workers. Oh, look at this. We got water moving right there. Let's check that out. That is something. Look at that. What is that? There's something coming from the bottom. Is that bait fish maybe? That is cool. You all see that? Oh, look at all this trash. I get distracted by the trash. Horrible. Huh. What that is? That's something. If I was pushing that water up. Maybe just something they have underneath the reservoir. It's a pipeline or something, or what? But it could be. Now, what's so cool about that book? I know I'm going bouncing back and forth from Sauder woodworking to this reservoir, and I talk too much. But anyway, but yeah, with that book, it'll show you the depths, it'll show you the holes, and like I said, you go to your smartphone, you can find even more information about this reservoir, both these reservoirs. And I tell you, we just stuffed with information. We can become pretty smart people with all this information. And I tell you, back when I don't want to call myself old, but back in my time, my brother and I trapped and we hunted, we fished, and I tell you, I look back at it now, how much better of a hunter, how much better of a fisherman I would be, because my dad was neither a fisherman. He took us fishing, but he never showed us, the actual how to tie knots, and never really had anybody influence us on how to fish in a good way, tie a good knot on a hook, and how to fish a certain species. We learned that on our own. A lot of our trapping, a lot of our hunting. Yeah, we had some VHS, those big tapes that you put in a VCR. We had those, but those are expensive. I mean, we had to work up a lot of allowances to save up just to buy those. They're very expensive. But yeah, now, if I had the same information that I have now for back then, I would be the top-notch fisherman. I mean, I'm just saying, hunter, trapper. I mean, there's really no excuse, really no reason for anybody to be a good fisherman now with all the information that we have. I mean, I believe you can become a fisherman overnight with all this information. I mean, we find some fish, steelhead fishing, salmon fishing, that most people think difficult, but when you have all this information on your lap, books, and your smartphone, you Google it, YouTube, definitely YouTube, become a pretty good fisherman overnight. So yeah, I'm really thankful for all this information. And yeah, we're looking right here at one of the larger reservoirs. 44 acres. Oh, look at that. So we got a fish right there. And the shad just floating around down there. These shad when the water becomes a certain temperature, well, shad die off when the temperatures start dropping below 40. Some leftover shad. They might have just put these shad in too. The shad's the purpose to feed these fish. I'll get over and talk to some of them fishermen. Hate to bother them, but I'm just curious. Yeah, it'd be pretty awesome to get how much we've walked already. Get my kayak out there and troll some baits out there for catfish and see what we can catch. Okay, we'll walk right across here to a smaller reservoir. This is the smaller reservoir. It's cold out. doing? What's biting? Not very much. I seen y'all down here. I thought maybe, oh, maybe there's something going on down here. Maybe it's crappie or saw a guy.
Nope. One bass and one perch so far.
Oh, really? I'm new over here, so I'm from Indiana. I just been kind of want to check out different waters in here because I fish Ohio a lot and Indiana. And
Do you work around here or something?
oh, I work in Auburn.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Yep.
You came over here just to see what was here?
Yeah. I've been just kind of studying. I've been Googling things and stuff and got a book. And so I've never been here. I'd like to throw a kayak out here and see what I can catch. That'd be kind of cool. I like to check different waters out all the time. You know, it makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
I was kind of curious what you guys were catching.
For what it is, it's not too bad. There's perch in there's some bigger perch in there.
Okay. I'm more into catfish.
Saw guy, there's
Okay.
saw guy over there. Or sauger, whichever you want to call it.
Now I'm more into catfish. I was kind of studying to see what catfish are in here. You know anybody catching big channel cats?
I don't really fish for them.
Yeah, I fish a lot. That's what I fish for.
Kevin might know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some big ones in here.
Yeah, I seen the last time they put 500 in back in 2012.
Really?
So yeah, they should be. But
Did it say which one? Whether it was the big one or this one?
it was this one. Yeah, I think it was this one right here. Yeah. They did both of them, but I just caught the eye on this one for the 2012.
Yeah, I've never.
So yeah, they should be pretty good size. You know, now I think, if they're not fished and taken out, you know, and kept. But
I've never had my kayak out on this one. I've had my big boat out on
have you? Okay. Good. I'll chat with him down here a little bit. Good luck, man.
that.
Okay. God bless, man. See, I just got done telling you about information, about books and Googling things. Well, there's some more information. Talk to fishermen. So talk to this guy right here. He knows what he's doing. He looks like the top dog. So you look like the top dog. You know, is there any catfish in here?
Any what?
Any catfish in here? Big ones?
Big ones.
Really?
Broke rods on them.
Okay. Yeah, he told me to talk to you about it. So
There's some big ones.
I'm from Indiana, so I looked this place up on Google. I thought I like trying different waters for catfish. That's all I fish for, really.
Sides had big ones.
Really? Okay. Seen the last time I got a book. I see the last time they put yearlings in it was back in 2012. So I said they ought to be pretty mature by then. I mean, it's 2024.
Well, they're in, like, we're talking 28 to probably 34 inches.
Oh yeah, that's big. Yeah, that's full big for channel cat. I like to get my kayak in here and try to troll them and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. You know much about this reservoir? Deep holes or anything?
It's
Not too much about it?
flat.
Yeah. Okay.
This area here is a little different than the rest. It is pretty much just flat.
So either one's good for catfish. Yeah. Okay.
I catch them mainly on chatterbaits because I'm bass.
Oh, I've seen that too. I go up and do my white bass run. They're in Maumee, Ohio, and the walleye run.
Yeah.
Do you do any of that? The white bass run up there, Perrysburg, Ohio.
Mayhem.
Yeah, it is for the walleye. It is. But I love white bass. But yeah, if you put the jig out there, you end up catching a lot, even flatheads. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Got to meet another YouTuber down here. That's pretty awesome. Catching with Kevin. His YouTube channel. Well, temperature's really dropping. It is getting cold. Well, showing you both the reservoirs. Definitely bring our kayak up here and do some trolling up here. See if we can get some of them big channel catfish we were talking about earlier. See, the last time they dropped them, it's 2012. It's the last time they put any channel catfish in here, so they're definitely full grown. It's 2024, so definitely full size. It's pretty awesome. What makes it nice about these reservoirs too is that you can, half a day, you can pretty much fish out all that water. That depends on how it goes, weather-wise and wind. All right, so the next adventure is go see if we can find some parks. So we can find a park where it gets too dark. Woodland Park. That's a nice park, as you can see. It goes way back there. We got soccer field's got the sun behind the woods, so it's a little dark over here. It'll be a little brighter as we go out. So I'll get this recorded on the way out of the park. It ends right back here. We got a walk all the way around the park, and we have a disc golf, which I played one time with a family member. And that's the map of it right there. That's pretty cool. Disc golf course all through the woods. We'll get some recording here on the way out of the park. There's a smaller park I drove up to. It's more of a baseball park, and swings and slides for the kids. But I want to get to this one first. I like all the soccer goals set up, but excuse my Jeep, it's kind of loud. All right, we're gonna go ahead and drive on out of this park. Excuse me. Sloppy camera movement around here. Oh, I put my seatbelt on. I don't want that on the racket on the video. That's pretty awesome. We're right into the sun. That's probably gonna be a very good recording. Plenty of parking. Look at on the lawn. Plenty of room to do some picnicking. I'll say it that way, picnicking. But yeah, we're on our way out of the park here in Archbold, Ohio. Beautiful park, a lot of space, a lot of room. It's a huge place, huge park for a small town. All this over here. Nice little town, 4,800 plus souls that are settled here. Beautiful sun, gonna sunset. Well, I'm gonna head home. I got an hour and probably a 15-minute drive. Had a lot of fun today. The reservoirs and checking them out. Meeting up with a YouTuber. Catching up with Kevin. Check his channel out. Fun talk with them. But yeah, this is some of the outskirts of Archbold, Ohio, leaving Archbold. All right. Thanks for watching. It's Two Passions Fishing. Thanks for your support. Remember, trust Christ for life. See you all later.
sinned against the holy God, Adam and Eve were separated. See, that's the first work of sin. It wants to separate. And we see the first work of that separation of sin between Adam and Eve. They fled. They didn't run together, they separated. That's the work of sin. And then another thing about sin, it brings shame. It works in your conscience. Sin will never let you forget what you've done, whether you've stolen, unforgiveness, committed adultery, fornicated. Sin will not let you forget what you've done. It could be many, many years ago. But see, Adam was guilty. He knew it. He was guilty. He ate from the fruit that he's not supposed to eat from, and he sinned against God. God was hunting him down in the Garden of Eden. And Adam was hiding. So was Eve. And God was going and walking through the cool, through the garden, looking for Adam and calling out Adam's name, and Adam was hiding. God said, Adam, where are you at? Where are you, Adam? And Adam said, here I am. And God asked me, what have you done? See, that's the question going to be asked of you. Rejecting Christ, his son. If it happens, Lord, it won't happen to you, but if it happens, you're going to give an account to God. You will give an account to God. And God's going to ask, what have you done? What have you done with my son? Then Adam, of course, blamed Eve for what happened. See, that's another work of sin. He wants to blame each other. Sin is good at that. He wants to blame your past. Why you are here the way you are. A lot of truth in it. There's a lot of truth in that. But it's still sin at work. It wants to blame. It wants to blame a certain person or individuals, blaming why you're sinning, why you are, and why you reject God. There's so many things in that. But then God finds Eve. And then the blame game still continues. He blames the serpent. Then God goes to the serpent. He goes to the source of the problem. Goes straight to the problem, where it all started, the sin, the devil, Satan. He said, you will crawl your belly on the dust of the earth for the rest of your life, at least until judgment. Then he goes to the woman that you're going to have birth pains. You're going to suffer. It's going to be painful. Then he goes to the man. He says, you're going to plow the field, thistles, weeds. You're going to have a tough life. You're going to have a tough go of making it. And this sin followed all the way through. Man. All the way through the Bible. You'll find this sin working through the Bible. Through generation after generation after generation. Find diseases, we find wars, murders, innocent life being taken. So much going on. During the days of Noah, I find that violence and the evil and the wickedness have grown high as heaven and gotten worse and gross, and God brought a flood, destroyed them all, except for Noah and his family. Started over with them, And there's times where God destroyed cities because of the grossness of sin. And now we're in the new covenant. A place where we can make a decision. God has been so merciful to us, so gracious to us. He could have destroyed all of us and just wiped us all out and started all over again. Yeah, he said in the Bible that he repented that he made man, but really, God saw the pain and the sorrow that we share. He knows what man and woman's going to go through. It is hard for God. It breaks his heart for God to watch us go through it. Rejecting him and living our own life and watching us suffering. Suffering when it's not necessary. Suffering on simple decisions, rejecting Christ. When he knows we don't have to, we can make a decision for him. Trust Christ today. Today is your day to stand before a holy God. Trust him today. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life.